Hi friends, Cassie here, and today we are going to be learning how to make our very own LED cloud lamp. As you can see, we have it lighting up different colors. All you're going to need for this craft is a hot glue gun. We'll give you everything else you would need. Make sure you register to get your own craft kit and keep watching to learn how to make one of these fun little cloud lamps of your own. So before you get started, you're going to want to plug in your hot glue gun so it gets nice and warm. Mine has already been plugged in for a little bit, so I'm going to be able to use it right away. And you want to put together your lantern. So one side's smaller than the other. The side that's bigger has these two little loops, and you have this plastic piece. So what you want to do is on the bigger side, you want to push it through the hole. And see how you have these two little indents? Those are going to end up being lined up here. I'm going to push it in and then open it up carefully. And you want to be gentle with this because you don't want to accidentally rip it. And then I'm going to carefully push it in so my little extra piece pops into the hole on both sides, and there we go. We have our lantern put together. This is going to be the bottom part, and this is going to be the top, so it's going to be hanging from this end. So I want to start at the bottom, and I'm just going to start attaching our polyfill to the outside. And I just kind of like to, you want to start on one spot, and then you're just going to place down your stuffing. And that's it. So I'm just gonna fill it in, and I'm gonna do all around the edge and then show you how to do the middle. You don't have to put much hot glue down. It's gonna look weird at first, but once everything's in place, you know, we'll be able to fill in some spots and give it a little more cloud look to it. So for here, I'm gonna put a little bit on that edge, and then I'm gonna kind of wrap it over on the other side with another piece. So my bottom part is fully covered. And then you're just gonna work in sections. Put some hot glue down, grab some fill, and there you go. And if you find that you have some empty spots, that's fine. You can always go back in after and fill that out. So right now I'm just focused more so on getting it to the bottom, and then I can go back in and fill in some spaces afterwards. And I like to work in smaller sections so that you get more of like a little bumpy texture, and you can see I have a little falling off over here. So I'm just gonna push it down with a little more glue. Remember, hot glue's hot, so if you touch it with your fingers, it's going to burn. I just did that over here on a piece that wasn't completely dry on my little finger. So that's just why I mentioned that. Be careful while you're doing this. Don't want to burn yourselves. Okay. Oh. So you're probably going to end up using this whole bag of fill, the whole Ziploc bag that I gave you. Oh, need a little more glue. Go. As you can see, I'm coming towards the edge here on the top. I don't want to cover the top like I did the bottom because we want to be able to access our light. So I'm just gonna kind of do some around the rim right up here, but I'm not gonna fold over and cover it like I did on the bottom. You can cover yours however you see fit. You can always use less stuffing if you want. You can use more. This is just polyfill stuffing. It's, you know, it's a lot safer to use than just some other like fibrous fill. So I have a little empty spot over here, so I'm just gonna fill that in with some stuffing there. And I have a little spot over here. So right now I'm just gonna go around and fill in some holes where I might have them. You can always kind of like carefully stretch it apart to give it a little more fuller look. This is gonna be hard to do from the angle where you guys are at, but I like to hold it away from me so I can see what it would look like once it's hanging. Make sure it has a nice little cloud shape like we would want it to. So just like pat it down a little. You can always squish it up, squish it together. You just want to make sure you're being very gentle while you're doing this part, because the paper lantern is very fragile. The polyfill is pretty, you know, fragile as well. All right, I think that is a good little cloud shape I have going on. It doesn't look like I have any blank spots. Oh, actually, spoke a little too soon. I have a little empty spot right there. Just gonna fill that in. All right, I think my coating is finally done. So for your light, we're giving you some fishing line, and it's very hard to see, but it's there, believe me. So what you want to do is you want to put it through one end right over here, and then kind of pull it so it's even between your lines. And then you're going to put the light in your hole, and you're going to take your two end pieces, and this is the tricky part. You want to hook it under this bar and grab it. And then on this side where our light's hanging from, you want to push it through the two sides. So we're essentially making a little hanging knot. And then you just use this end to hook up to somewhere, tie up somewhere. And you can easily access your light, and to turn it on, you just carefully pull it out. Oh goodness. You can carefully pull it out, and then you just twist it to turn it on, and it goes back in. And there we go. We got our glowing light. It's kind of hard to see in this light, so I'm going to try to find a darker space and film that for you. So keep watching to see the final product. And I found a little dark corner, and this is what it looks like when it's lighting up. Thanks for watching. I hope you had as much fun making this as we did. Bye.